Hi there, welcome back to my channel Scrap and Coffee. I'm here with a new project to share for you with the beautiful Savana collection from Stamperia. This project I've made once again for the Urban Scrapbook in Edmonton, Alberta. These are their information. I also provide all the information to the store and the link towards the online class for this project down below in the description box. So if you are interested in purchasing the online class for this project, then you can find all the information down below. This project should have been done a few months ago, but it kind of got delayed. But here we are with the beautiful Savana collection. How I enjoyed working with this collection. It took me right back to the vacation that I took before I had children. I think it was 2014. With my husband, we traveled through Kenya, Tanzania for 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not sure anymore, but it was a beautiful vacation and it took me right back. So I'm glad that I stocked up on this collection because I definitely want to make another project with this. What I used for this project is one 8x8 paper pad from the Savana collection and one 12x12 background selection. And I have some left, but yeah, I used quite some papers in this. The project roughly measures 7.5 by 5.5 with a 1.25 inch spine. And I made it in a landscape orientation. I was actually planning on a different paper on my front cover, but I had to change that. I was actually going to use the cheetah that you will see in a second. But with changing up the papers, I knew I was going to miss the head of the giraffe there a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with the decision that I've made there. And I've also added, I had some rope in my stash that when I was cleaning up all my stuff and getting ready for my move, I found it and I thought, oh, that goes perfect with the Savana collection. So I've incorporated that in this project as well a little bit, as you will see. Mounted on here a little bit, little embellishment there on the lid. This is a closure magnetized, so we can open it up. We had to pierce some papers together there to make it work, and then we can fold this down. And this is a little bit hard to get completely in frame, so I'm going to do it sideways a little bit. So actually I was going to use this cheetah on the front cover, but that ended up there. Yeah, let's start here in the middle. This is the folio section. So what I did is with a piece of chipboard that we had left over from making the cover, I've made this frame. I chose the elephant image from the paper collection there, and I used that rope again to decorate that, and that gives a little bit of bulk, but I really like the touch that gives it. And this is magnetized to keep this all closed here. And in the tutorial I show you how I did the frame as well. Then just some plain pattern paper here. We can open this up to the side. We have on both sides a small waterfall, and normally I would make my waterfalls to fit a photo, but this time I changed that up a little bit. So I've placed some photos on the pattern paper, so that creates a little bit more bulk, and that's why I only did a photo on one side of the flap and not on top as well. So the flap's there, and I've angled the corners a little bit for a nice detailed touch there, and then I had to pierce some paper together here again, and that became a little tuck space for some smaller photos. I have about, the way I did it, I think I have a little over 40 photos in here, and I've used yeah, several sizes photos. But you can play with that, you don't have to do exactly the same thing as I did, right? So here is the same thing, and again that little tuck space there. Some of the patterns in the background selection are pretty busy, but like this one I really like it because the color tones are not as crazy. So that really worked for me, but some of them were a little too busy for me, but I've worked around it. Then we have a nice pocket here, so I've put some, oh, I forgot some camera stamps I see, but that's okay. Some photo mats in here. I didn't do anything on the back to reduce the bulk, and my white cardstock represents the photo. I use a removable glue stick from Scotch to stick down this white cardstock. I can take it off replace it for a photo, but for now it stays nicely in place. So a nice pocket here. There is quite some space. I have 3 elements in here. You could do more, but you just have to keep the bulk in mind. Then we can flip this one down. I've created a little pocket here in the pattern paper, and I have just some small things in here just for a fun element. Some of the tags from the collection that I've cut out. Then this piece here, this comes from the oh, what's that called, that 6x12 paper pack from Stamperia. The name doesn't come to me, I know it, but it doesn't come to me. So this is cut out from that, and that's the only thing that I've used from that. So you could also use something different there if you don't want to get that paper pack. So I made that a tuck space here. All the giraffes will come to play here, and then photo opportunity here, and then we can flip this up. Photo opportunity on the inside of those flaps. And then I've made a tuck space here with the paper. So this was one sheet of the 8x8, and I've cut it in half to make a tuck space there, so we can still enjoy the beautiful images of the giraffes after we've removed the photos. So then we can close this, and then this whole thing flips down, and then I've made a place for a photo here. So again, this is removable. I can take this out and replace that for a photo. I've did some small photos here because I didn't want to take away too much of the image, but you can go a little bit bigger if you want to. And again, I show this in the decorating videos of the tutorial. I show you how I did that. Then we have a pretty fun element here in the middle. At least I feel that this is a pretty fun element. We have a little side pocket here with again some smaller photos. I started with backing the tags from the collection with black cardstock and then some white on the back for journaling. But I had to keep the bulk in mind, so I stopped doing that. I didn't do it for all the tags, just, I think only 1 or 2. And then a photo opportunity here, and then behind these two there is more photo opportunities. So it's, I can, oh, another stamp. I can take these out, and then I also have the same thing on the other side. So I can take these out, and then this is the actual elements here. That's how you can see it. So I really like how that turned out. And then here the same thing, only the pocket is on the other side, on the other flap. So I have some tags in here from the lions, and then here I did the same technique with the lion paper again. I just didn't want to take away too much of the image there. And then we can slide these photos back here behind it. There we go. And this one too. And it doesn't have to be photos, right? It can also be something else. Sometimes they bump into each other a little bit, so you have to work that slightly, but that's fine. So this is that flap, and then we can fold all of this up for another photo here. I stuck all of this down. You could leave something open here to make more tuck spaces, but I just felt that this was enough. So the beautiful rhino there. I really tried to highlight all the beautiful papers in the collection that showcase the animals. And then here, this is the back cover. What I did here is I've made a belly band, and I've put a larger photo mat behind here. You could do a larger photo, like a 7x5 inch photo, but I split it up for 2 smaller photos, but you can do whatever you like. In this case, I did do some pattern paper here, so I could also just do another photo here on the back if I want to. So that slides behind the belly band, and then on top of the belly band is a pocket, and I've made another photo mat here with a little tab on it, so you can see that there's a photo in there, and here I left it blank on the back side. So my pocket ended up being a little tight, but that's fine. So we can slide that in. Again, I show you in the tutorial, I give information on how to do the little tabs on your photo mats. But this is the folio part. So I can't get enough of this album. I just love these papers. So beautiful. Then here on the bottom, we have a fun interactive element. I've made my closure here. In the tutorial during construction I've used a magnet, but during decorating I removed the magnet, and I've made this little piece to keep it all closed. So we can fold this up. And then we have this beautiful acetate frame with the cheetah. You don't have to do this with the acetate if you don't want to. And then here we have photo mats on the side of this. So again with a little tab, and I've added that little rope there. Not sure how well you can see it, but that is also something that I show in the tutorial. And we can slide this back. I only have one in here, but you can probably place two in the each side pocket if you want to. So that goes in there, and then we can lift this up and flip it this side for photo opportunity. And this was a paper out of the background selection, and I just love that little sunset color vibe in that paper. Photo opportunity there, and then also here in a small pocket, again added a little tag. And then we also have that on this side, so now I have to shove it a little bit that way. And we have the same thing. I was out of this paper, so I just pieced some stuff together, and I just like how that turned out. Totally unnecessary, but that's something that I do sometime, right? Just extra like that. And then we can all fold it in and close it, and this is the folio. It's not super big. It can still hold, like I said, in my case I have a little over 40 photos in here, several sizes, and it's just a super fun project to make and to work on. And just show you the back, I left it black because none of the papers that I had left over was to my liking, so I just left it black. So it's a nice stuffy album, but a really fun size. I enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoy it too. So again, if you are interested in making this project, all the information is down below in the description box. So for now I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!